everybody. Hello, Away fans, Angels, Days of Our Lives fans, Days, Hollyoaks fans, Hoaxsters. It's me, Chelsea Linden. I'm posting from America, the country where I live at. It's, past midnight. I couldn't sleep. I had a dream, a nightmare, that I was on top of a building and I was just about to jump really high. I thought about wanting to commit suicide. In my dream, I did. No one was there to stop me, and then I said in my dream that I have no life. I have no friends. I have no one who loves me. But then after that, I jumped, and then I woke up, and I was crying. After I did, it was tears in my eyes. I felt like yesterday when I went to two cemeteries to see my boyfriend's father in his grave, and then our daddy / Lindsay's stepdaddy's grave. I was really sad. I didn't want to leave. I really do miss both of them. I feel lonely without both of them. I don't know what to do. I'm scared. Plus, I even saw in Hollyoaks that the character Misbah and another character, Gina, was raped by Ali Shazad, and that storyline is just bringing back harsh memories from what happened to me when I was 7, and although it probably wouldn't for my boyfriend, Addison, because I don't think he would probably get flashbacks or anything from it. But it did happen to him too when he was 7. I wanted to tell Mother about what happened to me, but I never did. The only person who I told about that when I was raped is our older half-sister, Lindsay. She was very protective of me, and she even did the best that she could as well for my 1.5-year full-blood related little sister, Macy. She was also confusing as well, calling me names and, B-I-G-C-H. Also, another person even said to me, called me a rapist B. I don't really curse or anything or say HATE. I mainly prefer the term dislike and everything. I don't curse in real life, and I am actually used to cursing though in movies and TV shows. People call me a rapist. I am not like that, and I'm also definitely not a racist. I mean, if I was a racist, I wouldn't be dating Addison, who's Hispanic, and he's also, and Ma, who's mainly Addison and his sibling's mother. She is Mexicano, Mexican. But she can still understand when I'm hablando, speaking English. Um, English, sorry. I, I call Addison's mother Ma because because it means mom in Spanish, and, I, I just thought about wanting to replace her as, with our birth mother, the one who gave birth to all three of us, even though with Lindsay being our older half sister, Lindsay, our older half sister. By that I mean my 1.5 year full blood related little sister. Avi. People have also been calling me a liar and that they don't believe that I was raped or that I was assaulted and that I also tried to commit suicide, and many times I have tried to commit suicide in real life. I just wished I could have just I wanted to see our daddy / Lindsay's stepdaddy again, but my boyfriend told me that if that happens, I probably wouldn't be able to go to heaven. I just miss him a lot. He died when I was 6 years old, and he died on my 1.5 year on Macy's 5th birthday. Which is even worse for her, but I could care less about Macy, because we never got along and she was always Mother's favorite daughter. She never really once cared about Lindsay and I. She always, she always hit Lindsay and I, and she was even being abusive to our daddy / Lindsay's stepdaddy. I really dislike Mother so much. My childhood is just so horrible, and so is Lindsay's too, but Macy, I could say, is just almost perfect. I don't know what to do. I don't think I even have someone who I love, but honestly, I actually do, but I do have Addison. Plus, people I know, again, you are all getting annoyed with me saying OA or the OA and so on, and when you're asking me what it means, and I'm always saying the same old thing about it, and I'm not giving out hints or spoilers or anything about it, but just because I don't doesn't mean that you have every right to, diss me like that or anything, or just say horrible, mean things about me and not believe me about what happened to me when I was raped as a child, a 7-year-old. Even my boyfriend, you really should believe him at least, whether you met him or not, or in person, but obviously I have recorded him many times. Adorable, isn't he? I really can't stop saying that, I mean, it's like I always say, well, I think it's in either harmony or melody in this song, Kiss You by One Direction. I just want to show you off to all of my friends. Well, by you, I mean my boyfriend. And he really doesn't mind it. But I still say I probably gotta work on those vocals of mine when I'm singing. Oy. Anyway, though, just because, again, I don't say what it means, and I say what it is, it's a Netflix series, and even though for those of you who don't have Netflix, you can still probably watch it on these, movie or / TV sharing websites. I know one, this is actually how I saw the series, Degrassi, the Netflix series, Degrassi Next Class, on 123movies.com. That's a website that I know that where you can watch the OA on. I mean, try that website. It's really incredible and very unique. The OA is so very wonderful and it's life-changing. But like I also say, just know there are a lot of weird scenes and everything in there that may look, cringe worthy, or maybe I could say what's it what is it like maybe not inappropriate, but it but uncomfortable is what I was trying to say. Um, but again, the OA is really a very wonderful series, and so is Sense8. You really shouldn't be. If you, any of you who are actually saying that the series that you guys are watching are just really is boring, like Days of Our Lives or Hollyoaks, some of you I could say are also saying that it is boring, and yeah, I admit it is getting a bit way out of hand, with the storylines and all. But again, I still watch it and everything. I really am. I really still enjoy watching Hollyoaks. I mean, there are other things on there too. But if you guys do say that it's getting boring, then try experiencing news shows like again, the OA or Sense8. First, the recommendation. I recommend though watching the OA first and then Sense8. Trust me, if, like I said as well, if you don't at least though give the first episode or the first season a watch, and if you didn't like it, then you don't have to watch the second or episode or second season of the OA, and then probably at least give the next series the same, and then do the same thing with Sense8 as well. Just trust me, alright? I mean, what harm can it probably do to you guys? I mean, yeah, I have to admit, I am obsessed with the OA and all. And I really do love it. And please, please, just don't diss me or anything, please. I am begging of all of you. My boyfriend and his family lost someone, and someone who is well that I lost, even though, yeah, I'll admit I'm not married, but I am always going to say my husband on Hollyoaks and Days of Our Lives, but on here when I'm recording, I'm not going to say the truth. I am going to say the truth, yeah, admitting that I'm not married, but to be honest, I get mixed up between internet, I think, or social service, or no, I don't think it's social service, or I don't know. But also in between the internet and real life, but I'm not mentally ill either. Again, I'm not ill, and I'm not terminally ill, but I do stress out a lot, and I have been stress eating too. Plus, our daddy / Lindsay's stepdaddy again died from lung cancer, and by smoking cigarettes, and he just couldn't stop. I don't think he even tried either, or wanted to. I mean, he probably got addicted or something, but Addison and his sibling's father was way worse. He was eating a lot of junk food and feeling a whole lot of pain. He got chemo inside of him too. I mean, when the last time I saw him, he was like really like extremely thin. It was like so many like teeny tiny hard to see leeches. Well, it's not really like that, but it almost seemed like it, that these so many teeny tiny little leeches or was like sucking the entire life out of him. I mean, he was like really thin as a stick. Like he wasn't walking either, but he was in a wheelchair when he was still alive, and he even had help by Ma and his kids, and Albedita and Grandma. His their father's mother, which, by the way, is that's sorry if it's confusing you, but Edison and his siblings' father reminded me a lot of our daddy / Lindsay's stepdaddy. Also, Graham isn't doing so well either. Gramps has been driving her to a lot of doctor's appointments, and I guess it's probably her brain isn't working right or anything. I don't know. She has, I guess, memory loss or short-term memory loss or something. I'm not sure, but I'm worried about her. And it's mostly and Gramps is who I'm worried about too. And I'm also worried about Adriana. By the way, that's Addison's oldest sister's name, who's also my sister-in-law, but Adriana said that I'm her sister-in-law. Because she's married, but she's also pregnant. She moved out as well, but I don't know. She's married, and I can't really remember where it is she and her husband are living at, but still, since Adriana is pregnant, and also their aunt Dia Carolina, Dia means aunt, and again Espanol in Spanish. Carolina is also pregnant. It's a girl, by the way. Very happy for her. Both of them, that is. But, I'm worried as well that if they ever do get stressed from what happened to her dad and her brother / brother, I'm worried if what'll happen to their babies. Or baby, that is, of course. Baby or babies, that is, of course, whatever. If they're having more than just one of them, that is, one of them are having more than just one baby. I'm worried about my family and my boyfriend's family too. I really don't know what to do. But I was also assaulted many times as well, but I'm not lying about being assaulted. I would not lie about being raped. I'm not a liar. I'm not. And even for those of you on Hollyoaks who have been defending the character Allie who raped Mizpah and Gina, I just wonder if any of you who I ever introduced my rapist to when I was a kid, I'm pretty sure you would probably defend him too. Well, you don't. Well, you shouldn't. You should not be defending a rapist either. It's not right. You need to get that through your thick skulls. Defending rapists is not a good thing. Please. Get that in your heads. If you guys were ever raped or something like that when you were a kid, try putting yourself in my shoes or my husband's or my boyfriend's shoes for once. I feel sorry for if you ever were raped, or if any of your friends or relatives were even raped as well. Then, or sexually assaulted or whatever. If you don't want to admit it, you need to speak out. If any of this has ever happened to any of you guys, let me know in the comments, please, positively, and please do not, I repeat, please, I am begging you all, please do not comment negatively, please. Anyway, let me know that if you guys have also lost somebody in your family or a close friend who's had cancer, then remember, don't smoke cigarettes and don't eat a lot of junk food. That really, I could say that a lot of things I know causes a lot of cancer and everything, but smoking mostly is definitely one of the worst ones ever. Lung cancer is really, really hard to, get rid of. I even did some research on that. However, my boyfriend's and his siblings' uncle still has leukemia, and he also should have been dead over 10 years ago, but he's not. He's still alive. And even when my boyfriend said that their father should have been dead over 10 years ago too, then I did say to him this quote from the OA. I asked you to believe in impossible things. And then when I said that to him, he said, the impossible becomes possible. Sorry about the deep voice impersonation, by the way. It's just I guess it's a habit or something, you know? Also, just know, people, I am not Days of Our Lives and Hollyoaks fans. I am not, I repeat, not going to stop saying the OA or OA and so on the comments and everything on the clips or the promos with Days of Our Lives. You can diss me all you want or tell me to stop and so on, but I will not. I mean, you really should experience new things. I mean, if you guys ever do get bored or anything, just take my recommendation, alright? Take my advice as well. If you guys are also ever going through hard times in your life, then you should also just find a way to do something about it. Like, talk to a counselor, or don't stop, stop smoking, or don't eat a lot of junk food, and, or anything like that. I mean, I don't do drugs, I don't get high, and I definitely and especially don't drink. Like I said, Hollyoaks is the reason why I make these videos. Seeing what the storylines have been going on as well, I mean, I don't, again, take the self-harming one, for example. I used to do that to myself too back then. I even have had depression as well. I don't think my boyfriend has ever had depression either, but I even saw when Darren and Scott, the characters from Hollyoaks, also had depression with that storyline. I really do feel much sorry for you people who have also suffered from depression. Also, other storylines as well. I really do hope that you are all having or getting help, and you've also have gotten help too, and you're doing fine, and you've gotten better, and so on. I really do care about all of you. Maybe even those who are dissing me as well, but also they're getting annoyed by me because I say the two letters or the two words. I mean, again, like I said, that's not my fault. I mean, like I always say about the OA, it's not just a series, it's an obsession. I mean, I really do love that series. Most of you, again, may not seem to like it or anything, but again, at least some of you who have seen it, maybe, at least though, you may have stopped during half of it, but if you did stop through half of it, then maybe at least you gave it a try, and, well, gave it a shot, that is, and I'm actually at least still glad that you gave it a try, and at least, I'm proud of you all. Well, even though, again, we may not know each other or anything, but, well, you gave it a shot, and I hope, again, you don't, regret it or anything. But if you do, then, well, I'm sorry. At least I could say it's worth it. I mean, maybe not experiencing all new things like drugs and all that stuff or drinking. That's something I am not willing to take any risks or doing at all. Trust me, I'm not taking that kind of a risk. I mean, that's definitely not worth trying. Depends on what kind of drugs it is, though, but again, I'm not. The last person who I mainly would want to be like, though, is Mother. I don't want to be physically violent to anybody, or I don't want any trouble either, but, I lose it, you know? I just lose it. I mean, I wish I could control it, but it's not that easy. To be honest, though, my boyfriend and my counselor, Mary, did say, though, you're letting them get to you, but, I know I shouldn't, but it's not easy for me to ignore. If anybody was ever saying horrible, mean things about our daddy / Lindsay's stepdaddy or Addison and his sibling's father, that I probably would give it to them. You know, like, bam. My boyfriend, though, on the other hand, would get in the way. He always does. I mean, he always steps in 24/7, you know? I mean, it's like I always say, you always get in the way. ¿Por qué, cariño? Why, by the way, sweetheart? To a male, that is. I always ask him that, and he said, honey, I just don't want you to, I just don't want you to get in, any trouble or anything, And then I said, honey, you're the one who's actually always lost your temper a few times when, like, for example, when Travis, that male Travis, slashed your tires and everything, you caught up to him and then repeatedly busted his nose wide open. Ooh, good thing he didn't really. Oh, I wish he would have taken a picture. Well, I really would have wanted to see his face. It's like they say, well, take a picture then, why don't ya? That's something I've always wanted to say. Anyway, I know, again, violence is not the answer, but my boyfriend can be really confusing at times as well, and Mary, our counselor Mary, did always say, boys are confusing and hard to understand, and I did say as well, not just males, but females too. Again, it's true, I too have to admit that I am also confusing and hard to understand. There have been other females that are like that as well, that I've met. Really confusing. It's just, I don't know. I mean, I really wish I wouldn't let them get to me, but like I said, people, it's not that easy. I mean, I really wish I could control it. I mean, I wish I could be just like Mary. She was never really, physically violent with her kids, Erica and Patrick, when they were misbehaving or anything. I mean, I even asked her when they were misbehaving, she never once laid a finger or a hair on them, and then she just sat them down and just talked to them, And that really did calm them both down, I mean, if I didn't know any better, the way how I see it, well, our counselor Mary is bisexual, but she's actually married to a female. Plus, however, she always does say that he is beautiful. My boyfriend is really cute, beautiful. And yet it's a bit confusing, though, because she's married to a female. She's mostly interested in dating females, because she's, obviously, like I said, married to a female. Her, wife, however, on the other hand, is also a counselor, but she's a physical counselor. She, has a lot of exercise equipment and everything. Her wife, Danina, however, is, lesbian, and I really support that. Again, I support the LGBT, and, I even too have a
an aunt who's lesbian, and it took me 13 years for me to get used to her being, what she is. Well, when I was a kid, it kind of freaked me out, or I was even trying to talk her out of, being what she is, being lesbian, but I couldn't. I mean, when I said that to Mary's wife, Danina, she said, "That's right, you can't change people." And I said, well, you can't change people, but you can help them change. But it depends, though, if they want to be helped or changed. Plus, when the first time I met my boyfriend, Addison, he did say, and he always introduced me to his friends, good ones, that is. He always did say that I changed him, but I always said, Carino, how many times do I have to tell you? I didn't change you. I helped you change. But again, he really does say that, and it's very sweet. But again, like I said, you can't change people, but you can help them change. Unless, of course, if they want to be helped or change, I feel like I'm wanting to be following Mary's footsteps, and even when my boyfriend told me things, confessed to something like he did as well, for example, and everything, he told me in person about that, something I can't recall, but, he said, afterwards, I asked him, "Are you glad you told me?" And he said, "Of course, honey." And I said, "Well, I'm glad that you told me, sweetheart, but I am disappointed that you did it." And yet I forgave him, however. I was very soft on him. When I was a kid, I even went to this website that was not really good. It was a porn website. That was because Mother kept a porn video, VHS tape, and she made us watch it, Lindsay and I, and it was just horrible. I mean, ever since then, I guess I got traumatized by it, and I actually stopped watching it. I got addicted to it. I mean, I don't know what stopped me, but I guess I don't know. But the next day when I went to bed, I kind of felt like it was ridiculous, I mean, it's really horrible. I guess, addicted to it. I mean, I used to be like that, but I'm not anymore. I stopped. And I'm really glad. And I'm glad I tell ya. Again, you may not know where that line is from, but it's from the comedy movie with Jim Carrey, The Mask. It's really hilarious. My boyfriend always used to own that movie, and he's always saying every single line from that movie. Well, trust me, you really gotta watch it. But like I said, though, if you I still recommend, though, at least watching the OA first, and then probably Sense8. Also, like I said as well, if you guys don't have a Netflix account, then watch it on 123movies.com. Try going to that website and go to the search icon. Well, actually, go to a TV series and then the search icon, and then type in the OA. Again, think about my offer. Think about this. It's a really wonderful recommendation. Also, when a person even asked me why was I always saying OA, and again, I said, to be honest, I say it because I want people to, so people can ask me, what does OA mean? And then I say what it is, and then, the OA is a Netflix series. If you want to know what it means or what it stands for or what it's about, you'll need to watch it to see for yourself. Please? With the, four smiling emojis, and then, begging emojis, that is. And then, even I said even a person on the Hollyoaks comments, even asked me, what it meant. And again, I told him the same thing, and then another person on Days of Our Lives asked me about it, and then I said the same thing as I always say about what it is and what to do and so on. And then afterwards he started watching it, and then he went straight on to part 2. I didn't really actually, I was really shocked that he went on to part 2, and then even the actress who played Lisa Loveday, well, just so you know, this is what I'm saying, and this is what I'm saying in the comments all the time from when when people ask me why I'm always saying it and everything. Just sorry. Anyway, the actress who, even the actress on Twitter said she was looking for a a TV series to watch, and then I recommended the OA, and yet she took my offer on it, but she didn't really get back to me. I don't know why. But by the way, my account and my Instagram and Facebook account have been permanently suspended. I don't understand. I tried getting my Twitter account unsuspended 3 times, but it didn't work. Maybe I've been hacked into or something. I need help with that. I even looked online on what to do. Just because I used the word kill on the character Summer in the Hollyoaks series on Twitter, with the GIF with the GIF. I don't really know how it's pronounced or anything, but I know it's GIF. Yeah, where they repeat the the move thing and all that stuff. I said, I'm gonna kill her, and that's when, boom, I started getting, it got, permanently suspended. And then I tried another account, signing up for one with a different name, but I had the same number, and then all of a sudden, that one again got suspended. And now I can't even log into my new and old Instagram account, and also my Facebook account has been permanently suspended también as well. Oh, this is ridiculous. Oh, ay, papi. By the way, again, in Espanol and Spanish, that means, daddy. Even when I asked my boyfriend what the Espanol Spanish words mean a lot, like, for example, what does Doro mean? It means bull. And again, I even asked him as well, what does papi mean? And he says it means daddy. Huh. Although when I do ask him, how do you say the words in some of the words in Espanol, like mouse, and I don't mean the one that goes to a computer and all that stuff, or a keyboard mouse and so on. I mean, like the rodent, like a rat. Eek. Ugh, dislike those things. Ugh. Anyway, he always does say, good question. And I said, oh, come on, honey, that's BS. You know exactly how to say it. And again, he said, honey, I told you, I wanted to learn how to speak more English than Spanish when I was a kid growing up. And again, it's true. I mean, when he was in high school, he even had a lot of racist teachers. When he even went to his classes, he was like 1 minute late. His racist teacher, high school teacher, just made him go to the principal's office or something. I don't really know the full story, but it's really hard for me to remember this stuff when it's hearing. But again, I also did say that my hearing is more better than my vision is more better than my hearing, which is also why I did say on my second video with the HEB t-shirt that I said, I know a little bit of sign language. I'm holding up my phone, so I do apologize if you guys didn't catch that. But if those of you who are deaf, I still hope that you can find a way to realize that I'm what I'm saying. If I'm going too fast, then I really apologize on that too. I really am sorry. So, remember, people, trust me on what I'm saying about watching the OA and then Sense8, and then, also please, you have to believe me about what I said, that I was raped, and so was my boyfriend. He even said to a staff one time, a few times, about this, well, I know again it's a rhyme, but to me, it's more like of a puzzle, putting it together. What I said to her was, cape rhymes with scape. Scape well, mainly now I'm actually changing it. Cape goes with scape. Scape goes with escape. And escape goes with tape. What does that all equal? And then again, mainly I'm actually willing to now say, want to finish the puzzle? Obviously, you might know what it means. What it all leads up to and everything. Also, I was assaulted by my other roommates. When I called the police, I scratched her face, and she had, I think, what was it? I scratched her really hard over, like, repeatedly and everything, and I had some of my skin in her face, and her face was, like, really scarred. Well, I don't know, but, that's when, again, I got arrested and locked up in a bird cage. Unlike, again, you guys say jail, but I even asked one time what my boyfriend said. When I even asked my boyfriend one day what a jailbird is, and he said it's a person who escapes from jail. Again, why do you think again they're called jailbirds for nothing? I mean, besides, what, they don't call them jailbirds for nothing and everything, right? That's why I'm always saying they deserve to be locked up in bird cages. Ever since I did get arrested, though, I don't think I could ever trust the police at all. I mean, not all of them are friendly. The people who actually did arrest me, they got the wrong idea. He said those were not good cops. They were bad cops. But Addison obviously seems to have trusted some of them. But he was also locked up. I mean, there's also one of his kind who was actually, I think, Hispanic. And, he was against Addison, but he's Hispanic and his own kind. I don't know, it's hard for me to remember, but, one of the officers was Hispanic, and he was against his own kind, as in he was against his people from Mexico and so on, and, so on. Also, when I was at the funeral, I know again, at funerals, you mainly wear black, but, we were all wearing blue, and, because it's obvious that was, their father's, favorite color. I really miss their father a whole lot. He was a wonderful father to all of them, just like Daddy was. But I'm also very worried more now about Gramps and how Gramps doing. Her brain is really just, I don't know if it's what the character Luke has, dementia, I could say. Ooh. I'm worried about Graham, mostly. It's so very sad for her. Also, 2 days ago was my birthday, and, again, I do apologize if I already said that. I have bad memory loss. It's not my fault. It's, again, really not my fault that I have short-term memory loss. Also, repeating the same old thing over and over, I don't know why I do that, but I guess I get anxious, or maybe I get stressed a lot. But I do know it's not good. stress and everything, and worrisome and everything. I don't know. Anyway, people, angels, days, Oaksters, Hollyoaks fans, if you guys don't really call yourself, if that's not what the name of the Hollyoaks fandom is, then I do apologize. Again, just know I am also not Mexican, and I am American, yes. But, I do apologize if, any of you are, confused by that, thinking that you thought I was American. I am. I am really American, but I'm not Mexican or Hispanic. But I'm also, like I said as well again, from the beginning, I am not a rapist, and I am definitely, especially not a racist. People, again, I am not like that. I don't like it when people judge me. I'm not a rapist. In fact, I have never even once raped anybody. In fact, I don't even know how it's possible how a female can even rape a female or a male. It's best, of course, that they don't really show it. I can tell you one thing, that, the character in Hollyoaks, Donna Marie, she raped the character James Nightingale on his 16th birthday on that flashback one day. But now and then I could say that she really is, her character's really changing. I really am glad. Even though, again, it doesn't change the fact that what she did to James when he was 16 isn't right, but still. I love Hollyoaks. I really do. And I love Days of Our Lives as well. Also, for those of you who are also Hollyoaks fans, I really never thought again that you were Days of Our Lives fans too. You people who are also from, I think, England, United Kingdom, or Ireland and Scotland, for those of you who are also Days of Our Lives fans, but are also in different countries, like the ones I said who are Australian or British and so on, I'm just really shocked, you know? Anyway, it is getting very late, so, pardon me, I really hope that you will all have a good night, and I really will pray for all of you that, you will all have a blessed night and a wonderful day and the next day and so on. I really also hope that if any of you are going through anything that's horrible in your lives, just please, let me know in the comments section below, and please, positively, I beg of you, please. I really don't deserve to be dissed, and no one else does too. Please, don't hurt me. I really am sorry that you guys are think that I'm annoying and all that, but it's not my fault, okay? And I'm not using my childhood as some lame excuse or anything. The storylines of what happens in Hollyoaks and Days of Our Lives are like, it really is harsh. I can never forget what happens to me. It's like captive inside of me for good. The rape thing is just really, and the assault, it's just really stuck in there in my memories. Like, I don't know what's even more stickier. Like, is it cement, glue, or tape? And that's what I'm always asking, and no one really seems to answer me. Anyway, plus, I barely even receive notifications, too, on YouTube, and yet I'm fully subscribed to, the Hollyoaks, and I hit the notification bell on full, that is, you know, the gray one, full gray one, as in all notifications, but yet I'm getting less. I don't get it. Anyway, I really care about all of you, and I really hope that you're all staying safe and staying clear of this virus. Plus, I even read in the comment section about all of you from United Kingdom, England, and so on. All of you who are British or English, and what your guys' president, or what you guys call him, Prime Minister, Boris, is it? Boris something? I don't know. But I heard again that you guys don't appreciate him. But here's something that you guys can also do. Maybe this isn't really a strong will idea. Maybe not do a mob, or maybe not a flash mob, but you really should stand up against him and just do what you guys really, just do what you want. Don't let him cancel your Christmases, and let him go be with your families. Go out there, explore. Do what you gotta do. Don't listen to what he says. Alright? Stand up against him. I can say I hear, from one thing, from the way I see it, he sounds like a bully to you guys in your country. Our president, Joe Biden, Joe Biden, is actually not really doing so well either for us. I really do wish that I would have paid more attention to what Grandma Gramps said about Donald Trump. Forgive me, people, for those who are not against Donald Trump. Sorry. For one thing, Joe Biden is actually raising up the prices here in my country, in America, and things are not going so well in my country. I really am sorry for what your guys' Prime Minister is doing to you guys in your country. Also, for those of you who are Irish, do you guys have a different president or prime minister? Or is that what you guys Irish people call him or her? Forgive me on all these questions. I'm curious. I really am sorry about being so curious all the time. Forgive me, please. Like I said, you guys should not really, stay in all the time, and just go celebrate the holidays with your friends and your families. Shop, go out, have fun. Don't pay attention to this virus stuff and all that stuff. I want you all to have fun and be safe. Also, be sure that you're wearing masks. Anyway, I really should be going. Stay safe, all of you, and I hope you all will have a wonderful Christmas and a happy holidays and a wonderful New Year this year, and including next year, también as well. This is Chelsea Nicole Linden signing off.